And it's the same thing, you guys are bidding on belts and doing it on. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy ATH the Great back here with another video. Bet you guys wondering, why does he have belts and shoes out here? I'm gonna explain this, as y'all guys can see in the title. I'm gonna give some of my subscribers and viewers who ask me these questions about how to go about purchasing belts and stuff like that, and also to some of the guys that I mess with that are on the belt side that want to know about purchasing sneakers. So I'm gonna just give you my thoughts on everything and kind of just tell you guys if you what to look for or whatnot, and also to know what it is that you're buying or whatnot. I know I have some guys who want to buy these belts and stuff for their kids, but they may don't know what to buy, how to go about it or whatnot. So as you see there on this side here, I have a pair of Replica Royal Blue 1 Air Jordans, and I have my Replica WWF Attitude Era Big Eagle title. Here I have a pair of authentic playoff Retro 13s, and there I have my World Heavyweight Championship belt. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I know a lot of you guys want to know. Let's start. I'm going to show you guys how I pretty much compare these things, or whatnot, so you guys know what to look for. So when you guys are looking for you sneaker guys that are looking for belts for your kids or whatnot, there are plenty of different types of belts out there that you can get, but I'm going to explain to you the differences. So first you have the commemorative title, which those titles are made of plastic, or whatnot. So if you're looking for those are more like the reps that you buy. Okay, so if if you're looking for that, if you see commemorative, think of Replica reps tennis shoes. Okay, now when you like I said, with the commemorative, the plates, which are these or whatnot, they are made of plastic versus metal. So and they're a lot cheaper. Those range anywhere from I want to say maybe between $100 and $200, maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know, because I don't really buy the commemorative titles. So I've never purchased one. So I think that's the range of them. So again, commemorative reps, for you guys out there, and also for you guys who are in the belt community that are looking to buy sneakers, commemorative title belts that you purchase are pretty much replicas. Okay, so think of that. Okay, the thing with the commemorative titles, the differences between a commemorative title and what these reps are, the commemorative titles don't really have like flaws and stuff like that, like a replica tennis shoe would. You know what I'm saying? As you know, on these Royal Blues, the blue is a little off or whatnot. The height of it is not exactly what it is. The commemorative titles are pretty much what you see here, but they're just made of plastic. And, of course, the quality on those are less than what these are. You do have things, the stones and whatnot, to pop out easy on commemoratives. They can pop out on the replica titles too, but same thing. Okay, now here you have a pair of authentic pair of Air Jordan 13s playoffs. Okay, now for you guys that are in the sneaker community looking for belts, when you think of a replica title like that with the metal plates, think of authentic Jordans. Okay, these titles here are the ones that have the metal plates or whatnot. These do range anywhere from you go from 100 to 200, and then here you go anywhere from 2 to 500 for those, depending on. And that's the thing, when it comes to these replica titles, there are so many different versions of them. Just like if you purchase this 13 and it has it has all different colorways. You know what I'm saying? So when you looking to purchase a replica title, you might see one that is, a standard replica, which I have here, which the plates are I think 2 millimeters, and then you have ultra deluxe, which is like 4 millimeter plates. The plates are just thicker, and they put it on a so-called real leather strap, which it's not. It's just a stimulated leather strap. I think it's just a little bit more flexible, I think. And then you have like a Master Series title, which, it is, I have no clue. I guess that one is the same thing. The plates are thicker, and the detail is a little bit better. Even also on the Ultra Deluxe plates, the detail is supposed to be better. You know what I'm saying? But if you decide to buy a standard replica, you're fine, in my book. You know what I'm saying? But when you guys think of, replica titles, title belts, think of authentic Jordans. You know what I'm saying? And, and another difference real quick is that, we know that the replicas are, they don't come from Nike, Jordan Brand, this, that, and the third. All these titles come from one company, Figures Inc. And it's all licensed through the WWE, you know what I'm saying? So that's another, difference, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of knowledge when you're going on eBay or whatnot and you're looking to buy these things for your kids, or you're trying to buy them for yourself. And I'm just trying to, help what I can if you guys didn't know or whatnot. So anyway, so y'all guys follow me. You got replica, you think of commemorative titles, the plastic. That's what commemorative is, plastic, replica. That goes together. When you're thinking of the replica metal plate titles, think of authentic Air Jordans. Now, you have something else which I don't have, one of those, and that is a real belt that is handmade by, I think, either Dave Milliken or Reggie Parks. And you have those belts. Now, those belts I consider more of things that you're going to try. Let's see, that it's very, very rare. Not like Jordans. I mean, like, you can compare it to a Jordan, but this is how you can compare it to it. An authentic Jordan that maybe Michael Jordan himself wore, that's on eBay going for, $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000. Like, for instance, where we seen the guy sold the actual flu games. Compare that to a real title belt. You know what I'm saying? Because the real title belts are going to run you a couple of grand. And, they're probably the best you can get, the most detailed, real leather straps, blah, 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 on and on, so forth. And it goes on and on and on with that. But, just trying to keep, I know that over there with the real title belts, a lot of people really are not trying to go that route there. They're trying to go commemorative plastic, replica metal. So you guys remember those terms, okay? You remember, I'm going to say it one more time. When you see commemorative for the title belts, you think of reps, okay? Because the plates on there are plastic. Now, when you see a replica title belt, you think of authentic Jordans, okay? I think that was pretty, and it's all vice versa for you guys that are in the belt game trying to look for tennis shoes. When you see replica, if you see authentic Jordan, you think of the replica title belts, okay? If you see a rep Jordan or a replica Jordan, you think of commemorative. So that way you know what it is that you're buying. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys have seen that I've gotten a lot of these belts off of eBay. Pretty much all my belts have come from eBay, from another seller, so, secondhand or whatnot. But, my tips I can give you for eBay is, just real quick, it's just like I do the same thing I do for shoes. You know what I'm saying? If you see a title belt that you like, You know what I'm saying? And and let's say the bid has 2 days on it. Don't put it on a watch. Don't bid on it to make the price go up. You know what I'm saying? And set yourself at a price range. Like for me, for my title belts, I put myself at a $250 price range. I'm not going any higher than that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. And that's where I keep myself at. Luckily, I've ended up getting most of my title belts for under $250. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and just make sure that you watch it and watch it all the way to the end. And then, you know what I'm saying, you bid right at the very end for, you know, let's say you do have that $250 cushion, you know, and let's say the bid is at, you know, $230. Go ahead and bid your $250. Boom, there you go. It's what they call snipe bidding. Y'all can look that up on YouTube as well. And that works for just about anything. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people might think that's cheating or whatever the case may be, but if you really want it, you know, and it's the same thing, you know, when you guys are bidding on belts, if you're doing it on eBay, you have to be patient. It took me forever to get this belt. I lost so many auctions on this belt, but I end up finding it and getting it for $100. That's it. You know what I'm saying? This one was my first title, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I just came out to my storage unit real quick, and I knew I had a few questions. I said, let me go ahead and do this video real quick. So one more time, you guys. When you guys are purchasing, if you're buying, if you're in the shoe game and you're looking for title belts, when you see commemorative, what do you think of? A rep. Okay? You belt guys looking for shoes. When you guys see replica, you think of commemorative title belts. Okay, one right here. And you guys, when you see authentic Jordans, you think of the replica title belt. And vice versa for you guys that are in the belt game. When you see what I just said, when you see authentic Jordans, you think of the replica belt. When you see replica belt, you think of authentic Jordans. Don't let that word replica run you away from that, okay? You know what I'm saying? Commemorative, plastic plates. Replicas, metal plates, okay? I'm not sure, I know a lot of you guys may have knew this information already, but I'm just trying to do my part and help you guys, all right? So it's your boy ATH the Great, and I'm out, man. Peace. Oops, and real quick before I go, I just want to show you guys something and also let you guys know, if you guys are looking for more information, make sure you guys check out the guys that I have in the description. Jose O21. Check out Todd, Danny Galvez TV, Seneca V. Those guys have some very good knowledge on these. I'm just, you know, like I said, you guys, I've only been in this whole belt thing for like a year now. Those guys have been in it for a while. So if you guys need any more questions, you can hit me up. And if I don't know, I'll ask those guys. But if not, sub to their channels, man, and ask those guys questions, man. Those guys are more than happy to help you guys. And I also want to show you guys here on the back. Also, if you guys, you know, that's looking for belts, you know, this right here, this right here is sort of like what we look for on shoes, so far as maybe with the tags or whatnot, to see if things are, you know, official and authentic. And this is what should be on the back of your replica titles. And this comes on pretty much every title because, like I told you guys, everything is licensed by the WWE. So, you know, you guys make sure you have this on the back of your standard strap that comes from Figures Inc. You know, sometimes people do re-leathering and stuff like that. I'll get into that in another video. But most should have this sticker on here. I don't know if it will focus in, but it's a WWF for this one because this is my Big Eagle belt. WWF licensed product. So most if all belts should have that sticker on there, saying, you know, showing that this is an official licensed product, you know, or whatnot. But on the re-leather ones, it doesn't have this because they, you know, they put their own leather straps, so you won't see any of this. So don't run away from that. You know, just make sure you ask your proper questions and stuff. And like I told you guys before, I just gave some tips, but number one thing, you guys make sure y'all do your research. Okay, I'm out for real this time.
everybody's gonna pay.